Yeah, this is new. This is like watching, we're at the theater or something.
Hi YouTube family, my name is Elysia English.
And I'm Philip English.
Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are doing an absolutely extreme trash to treasure. We're going to react and reflect on all of the trash to treasures, our favorite ones from 2020.
Oh yeah.
The year is almost through and we thought it was a perfect time to take a little time lapse back into our very beginning journey on YouTube, when we only started in the first month with only 3,000 subscribers in our YouTube family. So we're now coming up on 135,000 and we thought this would be a super fun project to do for today.
I'll cue it up.
Cue it up.
Okay.
There's a million flies landing on me, sitting in the dump.
Oh, remember this intro?
We got so much flack for this song for months. People were
Today
like,
we're headed to our local
intro.
dump. We have some shrubbery we need to dispose of, and most people don't like going to the dump, but it's actually one of my favorite places to go.
True story.
Because we're going to the dump.
Filming with an iPhone.
It's a beautiful sunny day and we just arrived at the dump. We're going to take our load out of the trailer and then we're going to put
Look at all the
and see if we
flies
can find some trash
going
so we
in
can
front of
turn
the
into
camera
treasure.
screen.
I'm just looking for something that kind of speaks to me that I think I can turn into something to create a project.
People freaked out that I touched those chairs, that they were there and I like moved my hand on it.
Cut out as much as I can. I have no idea what I'm going to
We
use
had
this
hand
for,
sanitizer in the truck.
We did. We did have hand sanitizer.
It took me forever to get this
Wicker rattan.
wicker rattan off the back of the chair.
Yeah.
It was so hot that day.
Driver, wire clippers and a hammer with me just in case I find hardware on an old dresser or something. And so I told my husband, if you just start digging, you might find a knife, while I was trying to get the fabric.
Literally
off
the
back
best
here.
find ever.
We just found one laying on the ground, so I'm
Like,
trying to get back.
right when you said that, I found that knife. And that was so good. But even when you were like, ooh, I found these chairs, I was like, there's no way she can make something out of it. But then she
Boxwood! Who threw out good boxwood?
Oh, look at me. Oh.
Check out this awesome haul of things that I picked up at the dump today. I'm super
Looks
excited
like a
to
whole
get
pile of
creative.
garbage.
And my favorite thing that I picked up today was this like wicker rattan chair caning. So I found some already dried boxwood, some croquet wands.
People pay big money for
old,
boxwood.
dish
Yeah,
rack.
and it was
I don't know why
fresh.
anyone threw it out.
It was real boxwood too. It wasn't that fake boxwood. It was real.
I also found these really awesome.
Those are terrible light
dresser
fixtures.
knobs that
I
look
still
like
have
little
those
door
hardware.
markers. might
I
not
have
use
them in
in
the
this
bin in
video,
the
but I
garage
definitely
for
will think of a
special
project
projects.
for
I
the future.
found exactly what I'm
These
doing.
They're
are major breaking
incredible.
projects, so
They're really
let's get
cool.
They're amazing.
This little herbac turned out so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, bye-bye hideous light fixtures. How I saw anything good in those, I'm not sure.
I like the music though.
Ooh, green shutters.
Yeah. Oh, look at the garden.
Oh yeah, before the studio was there. I actually ended up selling those shutters to a lady who was looking for them, and then was able to use that money to fund another
My
project.
shutters and my candlesticks all being spray painted, and they're just drying this sun right now while I work on my next part of my
You're so
project.
sun-kissed.
I'm gonna work on this
I was
headboard now. I
sun-kissed
had
there.
a couple of ideas for it. My first idea was to paint
Oh,
this
one of my
inside with
favorite
chalkboard,
projects we did
and
with
then
Trash to
add some
Treasure.
hooks after painting
This
the
is coat
outside
hook.
part.
Yeah, this
Now
turned
I'm
out
thinking
absolutely
I do have
amazing.
this chair cane, and what I'm gonna try to do is piece it in and actually
The
fill in this back
studio.
part with the
The
chair cane.
studio.
I
And then
miss
put
the
maybe
studio.
sail lettering on it, and then painting the outside with the hooks. So I'm going to see if I can do it, and if it's a fail, I'll just use it as a chalkboard.
It's never a
We did a video just on any fails that happened.
fail. There's a bunch of bloopers. We'll have to do one
The
of these.
cleaning actually was perfect in there. Sorry.
No, don't. That is perfect. I like this color.
This turned out really like nice, shabby chic farmhouse, which was very trendy then. Farmhouse is kind of going out. I mean, it's always going to be in style, but
I like that farmhouse look.
oh yeah, and this stenciling worked amazing on the rattan. I had no idea if it was going to work. This was a very bold choice to try to get that to stick, but contact paper for the win. Wow, this music was pretty groovy back then.
I don't know what I was thinking. selection.
Okay, so I've never made a wreath before, ever. I don't even think I've ever owned a wreath, except for those fake ones that you get at Christmas time.
Oh.
True story. Now I make them all the time. I fell in love with making wreaths when we did this video. Because after this, I ended up making several pine cone wreaths later that year using natural elements. And it completely sold out at my craft show, which was strange because I really had never made any wreaths.
Is this the first wreath?
This is the first wreath.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're
See, I didn't even have greenery wire there. I was just using like baker string.
So, well, it's whatever we had lying around.
At the beginning of these projects, when we were using these things, we used absolutely everything we had at the house because we had just got back from our big move and we really didn't have any supplies or any budget for any projects. So everything that we used was literally scrap that we found. We didn't buy anything new to use anything.
No.
Ooh, I like this box. I forgot I made this box. All scrap.
You're quick with that air gun.
It's a super long day, and I just
look at all that.
The items that I found on my haul. From
Oh,
the
that box is so cute.
All of this great stuff for absolutely free, and I even have leftover materials from the things that I found. It just goes to show that you really can turn trash
that box
into
of wreath
treasure.
is very
I can't wait
cute.
to show you each of the things that I made.
I may need to make one of those again for the spring.
For the
front door.
That is cute.
They're now a beautiful
For the
green.
off
And I used that
good
dry box wood to
That would
create
be
my very
cute.
first wreath, which I'm actually quite impressed with myself over. Since I was trying to do all these things without spending any money and just literally using trash, I actually used a piece from an old apron from my studio that had too much paint on the other side and made myself my own little ribbon. I took that silver dish rack and I spray painted it black. I gave it a really good clean.
glad
I
you
also
did.
saw that piece.
I changed it into this cute little herb stand that you could put
Look at my fake
gardening
herbs in the
books and
video.
seeds
I think
and
that's like a
your
piece of our
garden
strawberry bush, a pothos plant, and a plastic rubber Dollar Tree plant.
What?
Because I,
It's not real? I thought that was a real plant.
It was definitely late at night and there was no herbs to bring in.
Oh, my snake plant made a cameo.
I can put all different things around the house. I think I'll probably put this in our
Oh, I like the picture
I also
frames.
made some key frames using a little bit of the rattan that I can put
That's
some pictures
super
on.
cute
And
idea.
I can pretty much add anything I want into this
Someone
box.
bought one of those
I added a little
to
monogram with our
put
last
on an
initial on the
open
box as
gallery
well.
wall they're making in their
My favorite
house.
project today
Oh,
was this
cute.
coat
Look
rack
at
that I
that.
made using the caning from
People
the
always
chip.
ask if people have any problem buying anything that was actually made from picking up from the landfill, because I did always disclose to people if they, like, if that was where
Where
they
it
was
was
from.
from.
And no one has ever had any issue buying anything that was restored
If
from
you
the
liked all my
landfill.
transformations today, make sure you hit that like button.
Ooh, I'll
I had
hit the
so
like.
much fun at the dump today. I already knew I
Okay, go to
liked
video
it.
2. I want to see
I think
what
I'll go
other
back
trash
next
detergents
week.
we
If
were
you'd
up
like
to.
see more
All right.
It's so funny how you forget all of these different projects that you made.
Are you ready for...
Oh, do we get to hear the inner music again?
I think we have to... Yeah, we have to start it from the start, for sure.
Okay.
Here we go.
My name's Elysia English and welcome to
Oh,
my
super
channel.
windy.
The sun is shining
Clearly
today,
colder.
And all of our fall leaves are turning colors.
It's fall.
Yeah, it's
beautiful
fall.
here in Canada.
It's
where I
beautiful
live.
in
Look
the
at
dump,
how much
though.
trash
That's the
though.
treasure video.
So this would have been first thing in the morning when the dump opened. And
Ooh,
look at
I
how
like this intro.
me loading up the trailer.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
the
at dump
music
today, I
got
found
flack
some
on
trash
all
that
of
I can
it.
turn
Ooh,
into
Nana's
The
treasure.
willow.
growing in the back.
Some of the items that I found.
Oh.
Ooh, nice camera work with the iPhone, Phil.
Jeez, quality. The idea there.
The idea's there.
Yeah,
Just,
it's
we
just,
had no equipment at all.
You gotta use what you got.
Okay, so this day when we went, there was a whole bunch of really gorgeous chairs and they were trashed. And that fragile crate, I really wanted to bring it home and turn it into some type of a laundry hamper or a little table, but I resisted.
This is the burn pile, the
Yeah.
infamous burn pile that we're always talking about. We actually use those.
We did use those.
They help
Starter veggies.
They help.
Oh,
the
and that
starter
little
veggies.
pond filler back there is actually one of the liners for the pond in the backyard.
Yes, it is.
I love this piece. I can't believe someone threw this out at the dump. Literally in the back.
Look at the hardware. The
It's-
legs and the hardware is what I fell in love
Hardware,
with.
Which I'm actually obsessing over. Look at how detailed it is. It
Something's
needs
never
a lot
changed.
of love, but this is going to be stunning when I finish. Vintage furniture
You can
is
win
the
me
best
over
for
with
amazing
furniture legs and
Check out the
hardware.
legs on this nightstand. I found this great pot at the dump, which is perfect because I've been collecting quite a few plants lately. I also found this great metal container, which I knew when I started.
Ooh,
just
first
like
aid
it.
kit.
It opens up all the
The
clasps.
boys
for-
love
Can't wait
this.
to show you what I
We'll be
transformed
putting it in
that
the camper
into.
because we
Well,
made one
thrift shopping
recently
yesterday, I found a
to
few
match the
things
new
that I wanna show you,
bathroom.
which are
Yeah.
great ideas to make for things for small gifts for Christmas.
This spice
I found
rack
these vintage spice racks,
actually
which are
turned out
Yeah.
pretty cool.
to use
Little
for
tray
projects.
boxes
I'm
and
gonna show you
spice
in this
racks
video.
at the
I
thrift
picked this
store
up
are
for
great
$4.
gifts to give to people for
and they
Christmas.
always
Or turnaround.
Yeah.
Vintage.
If you
Yeah,
can
flip
buy them,
items.
yeah, flip
Always
items.
solid wood, and they
People
have
love
the cutest hardware on them. I'm gonna show you how I restore these. We're gonna head back outside today because it's so gorgeous out.
No
We're gonna
creepy
work on that
songs in those
amazing end
ones.
table. I'm gonna give this a wipe down, and then I'm
I
gonna
should
do a
add
really good
some
sand
right
job
now.
before I give it a
Just
super
so.
thorough clean.
Oh, here's some. Look at the slow-mo effect.
That's great.
That's
and
like
where was my mask?
That's-
The
yeah.
things I used to at the beginning of the videos take it off just when we were filming and then wear it when we weren't because I was trying not to cover my face.
Yeah.
And now you look
I've
back and
actually
you
been
think
able
that
to
was
finish
awfully
the
silly, but you
entire
learn and
top
grow
of
as
the
you go.
kitchen table
Absolutely.
faster
Always
than
wear a
I've
mask.
been able to get the top stain off of this piece. It's really old and it's being really stubborn, but I know that in the end it's going to be worth all the hard work that I'm putting into it. You can see this has gorgeous bevel corners. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
That
when
piece
it's
turned
finished.
out
It
so
does have a
nice.
few
It did.
extra burn marks on the bottom, but those will all come out if I just be persistent with my sanding. I'm going to have to
Look at
go
that
through
little
a
trying
lot
to
wash.
deeper
remember,
than I had planned, but
oh, you had
I know
it
it's
for
going
the
to be
wasp.
worth it.
I'm trying to remember. I think I ended up selling this piece for upwards of around $200 when we sold it.
Yeah, it sanded up really nice, and the end result was absolutely gorgeous. If you just put a little bit of that elbow grease, it's huge profits in the end. Oh yeah. Some of these pieces though you do, and I wish you never have gotten rid of them. You
You look
miss
back
them.
and then you're like, why did we get rid of
Yeah.
that? But at the beginning when we were doing these,
What does it say?
someone's name. This one was one that like inside the one drawer, somebody's child had written their name on everything or drew little cartoons. All of it sanded off in the end because it was just marker. But when we were first doing these projects, it was selling some of these flipped items that funded our next DIYs that we would do on our channel, and we would put all of the money that we made on those back into content to be able to make more videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to use it to paint this cabinet white.
That paint sprayer is amazing.
Amazing. That was one of the items that was given to us when we did a collab with Home Hardware for our accent wall, and it's something that we've used many times, and it's so nice to have.
Just painting furniture, it just goes on so smooth and super easy.
Maybe not quite as easy as I make it look outside. Bless me.
You're blessed.
with no paint tent. You should definitely use a paint tent so it doesn't get everywhere. But
While I wait for my white paint to dry outside in the sunshine, I'm going to work on some of these jewelry boxes. I have
I love how we always give the weather updates.
Yeah.
Like, it's super sunny, so we're gonna do this.
I
It's
think
a little
we-
windy,
We
so we're gonna do
probably
this.
still do it in our videos. Yeah, we always have to give a forecast.
Okay, one of my favorite things to do is these little drawer boxes.
The problem is sometimes the interior felting is not in good condition. Sometimes it's like a velvet and sometimes
That
it's a felt.
is
If they're not in
That one
perfect
was
condition,
great.
I don't buy them because it's almost impossible to get these very clean. You want to make sure that there's no stains on
I'm
them.
not sure what my
If there
hair
is,
was
I just
doing
leave
that
those
day.
ones because I know that next time
Some
I go,
of it
I'm
is-
Not that every
gonna
day is a good hair day, but
So-
I was a little windblown in the braids that day.
This-
Some rock music. You're doing.
I think it's like more country rock.
Country
yeah,
rock?
country
I'm
rock
shopping for
maybe.
these little cabinets.
I don't
often
think the
find
music was
really
too
neat
bad in
colors
this
of
one.
felting or velvet inside, from like burnt oranges, mustard yellows, really cool vintage teals. So I always take into consideration what color the felting is for when I'm doing the outside. This is just a creamy white. I think it'll look gorgeous with this purple.
I believe both of these jewelry boxes were gifted
Yeah.
that Christmas because
Yeah.
this was probably Octoberish, early November. So I would have painted those for someone. Oh yes, and I'm making the traditional kind of cross shape that you find in a first aid box. Makeup sponges are key.
Yeah. There's always makeup sponges everywhere.
Not because I wear makeup.
For paint.
Just for paint.
For paint. I like this first aid kit.
We ended up using it so much. Look at all the paint on my hands from using this sprayer. On my clothes, on my hands, everywhere. This little box did become a staple in our bathroom. We filled it with all of our first aid items, and it was amazing how much we actually used it because we were always looking for band-aids or something.
Little jewelry box, and then I'm
Mini
going to show you
hardware.
how it all
You really
transforms.
need like a
I'm really
surgeon's
happy with
hands to
all the
put
way
all
I
that
tried
miniature
to
furniture back
I was able
together.
to transform
don't
this
have.
cute little spice rack
Precision.
into the perfect nail polish rack.
Oh, that's
Inside
so
the doors,
cool.
the nail polish can fit
But I
on the shelf,
didn't own any
and all
nail
your
polish
files
to
and
put
little
in the nail
accessories
polish
can go
rack.
on the floor.
Wow.
These make fantastic gifts, and they sell out every time I have them available. You can paint them any color you want. Sometimes you can even leave them the natural wood.
I've never been stuck with any painted jewelry boxes. They've always sold on the marketplace or at a little craft show or anything.
These outdated jewelry boxes into the perfect keepsake items. These are great gifts. Look at how fabulous this turned out.
That one's super cute with the purple.
Hardware.
And it was like a crushed creamy velvet
and
inside.
some wax. It's super smooth to the touch, and this would be a beautiful
gift. Min wax finishing paste is what I've always put on these to keep them super smooth.
Cute little drawers, and
I tried to open that top row, and it's like a fake one that doesn't open.
Would it change?
It doesn't open.
My boys are always looking for band-aids, and they're always up in the top medicine cabinet when they can't reach. So I thought it'd be perfect for us to have a little first aid kit.
They were so much shorter back then. Now they can definitely reach.
Now they get everything.
The boys sprouted this year like crazy.
You can open up the latch, and inside I've got polysporin, band-aids, gauze wraps. I'll add some more things for our medicine cabinet, but I think this turned out super cute. The pot I found here needs good cleaning, and it's perfect for my new aloe.
Slow and stagey.
Oh, that aloe looks so good.
So every time we film these videos, we would have to empty everything in this room to be able to restage on this only plain wall that we had. And there's still a heater behind it. We had no room.
Look at this.
The table turned out amazing. Look at that wood top. Stain, provincial stain.
See, I wish I had the good camera back then, but that's a beautiful piece.
From the dump, like who knew? You forget halfway through the video that this originally came from the landfill.
I still can't believe that someone threw this in the trash. It took
there
me
you
about
go.
2 hours.
Same thought.
It was a lot of work to get the top stripped down, but I knew that it was going to look much better with a stained top than if I did the whole project white.
100%.
Super pretty. I wish we wouldn't have got rid of that one now, looking at it again.
I know, right? Like, look at that. It's one of a kind.
It would match our room beautifully right now.
I'll do a little bit better of a poly tomorrow after it's been sitting.
I like my little brain guy with the hips.
I've been having a blast filming these trash and treasure videos. I love being able to save things from the landfill. I've been able to find
so it was at this point that we had maybe about 10,000 subscribers, and we jumped the month of this video somewhere around 35,000 subscribers in 1 month.
It just skyrocketed.
This video, I believe, has over 500,000 views. It was one of our most viewed Trash or Treasure videos we've done yet. Yeah, fall in love with Trash or Treasure.
We are having
a
which we definitely did.
Everyone fell in love
with Trash or Treasure.
Aww.
I cannot
we'll
wait
fall in
to
love
show
again.
You guys my video.
What was the next one? What did we do?
Oh, we're back at the dump. They always love the
I'm so suntanned.
Or
I'm getting
lobster.
the winter blues already.
Yeah.
I think I was super sunburned in this one.
And
I have gloves on this time.
Welcome back to my channel. This is a Trash or Treasure video.
We must have been dirt biking, so they're in the truck.
Your dirt bike gloves. Hot pink dirt bike gloves.
We lucked out after
you always know you're going to the dump.
I'm trying to see what's in the bag now.
To go look for treasures today, and I'm doing it with some extra safety today.
Oh, is this the day we found the stamps and money or no?
No.
Ooh, but I did just get new boots because everyone was so concerned about my safety at the dump. And so we upgraded to some steel toe boots and this cabinet. We still have this cabinet. Someone was all kinds of confused on what color this was.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Oh.
Maybe I can salvage them. They're so
look at the
pretty.
flies.
Ew,
you're holding a horseshoe.
over.
Are you really that lucky right now at this moment?
I'm not sure, but look at how many flies. It was so hot that day.
Ooh, I feel it. Oh, get off the furniture. Oh, wow.
Encyclopedias. What was he taking those for?
For a burn pile.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the sewing
machine
jazz.
kit. There were so many treasures in the drawer of this when we opened it up. No sewing machine, but drawers full. Look at old singer. A lady just bought those the other day. She was looking for old singer feet. She just came and got them.
Perfect one.
They were otherwise going to be in the landfill, so.
Burn pile.
Today I found a horseshoe and some great finds. Let's go back to the shop and get to work. I lucked out huge at the dump today, and I found quite a few objects. So I'm going to use some of them in this video, and then I'm going to add some of them to my thrifted treasure video, which we're filming tomorrow. Today I found a mid-century modern looking sewing table. I found a really
neat pattern top table in this one. The fold-out table.
And I also found
the card table.
Yeah.
Cabinet with glass sliding doors.
Oh, and the hood. We did the hood and hidden bookshelf.
I'm not really sure what this would have been used for, but I have a really great idea for this table. Two vintage
compartment.
I love those.
Which we love. We wash them all up and we have them.
Basket, a collection of old books and encyclopedias.
Steve Jobs.
Okay, hold up with the books. Everyone was so upset that I cut the books. They were wet and dingy inside. They were super gross. I would never ruin good books, so
Redeem
don't
yourself.
worry. Yeah.
Now's your time.
Now's my time to make the statement. I would never ruin good books. They absolutely, the ones that were on the inside that I cut were already ruined, and you definitely wouldn't want to have the pages and everything in your house even dried up. They were terrible. So although semi look good on camera, they really weren't. They were from the dump. They were terrible.
There were a lot of comments
so
of people
many.
that were not happy about that. I apologize too.
Should have clarified that a little bit more. I made a perfect match, just mixing paints that I had at home, which was pretty crazy.
To be perfectly honest, they could have been 2 different colors and I would have thought they matched.
This is true. The blue would have been nice too, actually, but I went with the green because it looked like someone was finally deciding on green. And
I like the green.
I always use my base as a latex paint when making my homemade chalk paint. The reason I like making my own chalk paint is because I find that the recipe that I have self-levels really, really well.
It really does.
yeah,
really like
plaster
the
Paris,
consistency of the
just some
paint. It
basic
also dries
acrylic
lot
paint and a
quicker
little
and
bit
I
of
don't
warm
turn
water.
it into chalk paint.
Jeans. I never wear jeans.
You look good in jeans. I was just thinking that. I was like, oh, you look great.
Because I usually try to think of it in shapes, so this is just a long rectangle all the way down. So I try to work on this base by going in the direction of the tallest.
Are you learning how to
I am.
insert furniture for my video?
Yeah, I feel as if I could take on any project now.
Even though I'm working on
Thank you, hon.
because I don't want any clumping of paint on this side. And as I travel to this side, I also want to be mindful of what's happening over here.
Right.
Because I don't want paint to harden while I'm working on this side, leaving clumps. Those would have to be sanded
I think
off
I ended up doing 3 coats of paint on this cabinet because I didn't use like the greatest quality of paint at that time. We were trying to buy like whatever was the cheapest ever to get it, and then I don't even think I really did any prep on this one other than that I cleaned it and then started painting it. So it's definitely a project we'll have to tackle later on if we want to make it like something we'll actually have perfect. Yeah.
Tape into an area, so sometimes I use cardstock.
These are such great tips.
To where it needs to go, and then I can run my brush and not worry about getting it on the areas beside.
The cabinet ends up being
I'm
absolutely
going to let the
perfect.
inside of my bookshelf dry. I have a few coats of white.
I think I had a head
Painting
cold.
white can be really tedious, but it's so rewarding.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Off of this table, white.
It was amazing at the beginning. We would film no matter how we felt, how tired we
No
were.
shoes!
Oh, no shoes!
Woo!
And seal it with a clear coat so that kids can use this table. I'm going to give the top
So
of
like
this
my
table
hand
really
movements
Yeah.
there, it was like the
Because the
Vanna,
kids,
little Vanna
yeah.
white there.
Good job.
This table actually turned out really adorable.
It is. It almost has that East Coast
Just ignore,
Celtic look.
yeah, just ignore all the paint that's on the floor in the studio there that I just noticed from the back.
The studio has been well loved.
But I'm out thrifting and at different types of markets, and I also often find them when I'm at the dump. So I have a couple of old frames that are actually a matching pair that I lucked out, and they actually fit the duck pictures that I found at the dump. I'm going to paint these frames.
These did.
They were like
This
dead
is-
on the right size. 16 by 20. I even remember the measurement because
I know it.
measured them and I was like, there's no way these fit.
It was a standard size, so, but still, it was super cool that they fit. They looked really great.
I'm going to turn this into a little secret compartment that the kids can store things in the bookshelf.
The boys
The
love
idea
this.
is to put all the books in a grouping together, and I'm going to cut the books just leaving the front part of the books, and then I'm going to attach them to the front of this case. That way when it slides into the bookshelf, it just looks
You
like
can
a
see
stack
how
of
wet
books
that
with
one
a
black book is in the
compartment.
middle beside
Yeah.
the yellow one.
Yeah.
The pages inside were nasty when you open them up.
I figured out that the box that I'm going to be using for the back compartment is actually too long for the depth of where I'm going to hide it in the bookshelf. So I'm going
This
to
little
actually
box
trim this
had
box a little
super
bit
sharp
shorter
little
and
things
make
on it, and I thought
shorter
if I get them off,
length so
sorry,
that
I'm
it's
squishing you.
To
If
help
I
be able to cut this
cut them
across,
off
I'm
at the
going to
end, I
add
might not be
some
able to get
tape
them
right
back on. I
the
was
center
so
line
worried
where
about
I'm
cutting
going
it.
to cut my book. This will help hold it together while I cut.
Don't do this
I
at
don't
home.
want to use the cover on this one book that's going to be on the outside.
Oh, this
surrounding
hurts
my
so
box,
many
so I'm
people.
going to leave it open and then apply my tape to this book.
Yeah, this was.
I cut the crate box
It
short.
We
turned
upset
out so-
everyone doing that, but it turned out so
It
cool.
turned
Actually,
out
I'm gonna
so
use one of
cool.
these pieces later in the video. I'm
Rusted
also able to use
nails.
all of the original hardware that came off this
Those
box.
are some old
Put it
nails.
right back together.
Oh, this is such a cool idea.
Using my silhouette cameo, I'm going to print out a stencil that I can use to create a pattern for my tabletop.
I haven't used my cameo much lately. We've been working on so many other projects. Oh, a little game name tag to flip around for the boys.
It always amazes me how you line things up and then they turn out.
Don't measure?
No, they do. Don't measure.
I like eyeball measure or like use my fingers and feel like how do you do that?
Okay, so right here we got copyrighted, so
A song that we own.
yeah, we don't entirely know what happened, so we're going to voice over a voiceover of what we're watching.
Yay! So I'm excited that we still have this bookshelf. Ooh, didn't that chair look nice?
Yeah.
Gorgeous table, cushy pillows.
That's my sneak plan. Oh, C and D for chasing Dayton. It's beautiful.
Organize that bookshelf. I did use Windex to clean that glass. Oh, Philip's reflection.
Look at my shot. Oh, peace. Peace, everybody. Yeah, moved like a snake.
Oh, boys love chess in this house.
Great shots. Great at shooting.
Thanks to the copyright claim, YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one.
Let's do this one.
This is the final one.
One of our absolutely #1 ranked videos that you guys like freaked out when you saw a couple of the items that we made in this Trash or Treasure.
My name is Elysia English and welcome to my channel.
And we made that tie-dye t-shirt on our channel.
If you missed Trash or Treasure #1, you want to check it out on my channel. If you want to see more Trash or Treasure videos, don't forget to hit subscribe.
I talked really fast back then.
So we're on the way to the dump.
Our YouTube family told us all the time.
Like, do you know how fast you talk?
Holy, you were talking so fast.
I'm just arriving at the dump. I stopped on my way to grab some cold Cokes and some chips for the gentlemen that work at the dump. I'm gonna pull around the
Ice
bend
cold
and see
soda
what treasures I
pop.
can find.
Ice cold soda pop.
It's a beautiful sunny day,
Phil.
so let's go take a look
That's
around.
good.
Isn't it amazing how many things people just throw away that other people would be able to
That
use
day
for
was
something else?
disgusting.
I just opened the dump and I found 6 items that I'm gonna turn into treasures.
Everything in the dump that day was like soggy and gross.
I didn't even want to videotape in there because it was so bad.
And there really wasn't anything there that we were really like, oh yeah, so glad we found this, but we really wanted to salvage a few things because we went all the way there. So we really had to make stuff out of nothing. Oh, boot tray.
Boot tray.
Love the boot tray.
I like the music. Look at me, I'm bopping.
You're bopping. I was like a silhouette cameo.
Well, I'm waiting for some things inside
Fanatic
the drawer. I'm
back
gonna prep
then.
some
Ooh,
of my
look at
things
the
that are
garden.
spray
It
painted.
looks so good. Those loofah towers were amazing. So many loofah.
I've demolished the top of that table.
Yeah.
Doing all of these trash and treasures.
Is it in the garage?
Parts of the table I think are in the garage.
Parts of the table are in the garage.
The legs I think are still alive somewhere in there. Oh, and we just put this fish on Chase's fishing hut we made.
I love this fish. We're gonna take one to the cabin. We'll have to make another.
So fun. So take one to the cabin. It's literally a forest, honey. There's no cabin there.
Take one to the forest, where there will be
Hang it
one
on a
day.
tree.
Where there will one day.
I'm really excited to show you how I've turned today's trash into treasure. I took this item that I'm not really sure what it was. I'm guessing some kind of feeder. I left it green because I have a lot of green, black, and white decor on my porch. I put a dish inside that I can add water to it, and I'm going to make it a feeder for the birds. So I'm going to add some water and some feed and hang it up. I took the galvanized tray that I had and spray painted it with black paint. I gave it a little bit of distressing and then attached some magnets to some pieces of 1x2 to spell out some letters of the alphabet. I'll be able to create more letters and use this as a message board with my family. I took those enamel pots and spray painted them with black paint and put some really cute punny sayings on the front of them. I took the metal grating that I found and I turned it into this awesome bass fish where my son can hang his lucky lures. I sprayed the grating black and then I used my scroll saw on a piece of scrap plywood to create the fish shape and hung the lures. This is officially my trying this in our mudroom. I used the plank flooring that I found, some spare 1x2s, and of course the street brush to create this awesome boot scrubbing station. I applied some handles so it could be easily dumped and cleaned outside, and I put a cute little quote, "Leave your worries and your boots at the door," on the front. I want to know which one of these projects was your favorite. Leave me a comment down below. If you like this Trash to Treasure video, you don't want to miss my Trash to Treasure #1 located on my channel. Thanks YouTube family, because of you, we've just surpassed 9,000 subscribers. Hit subscribe and come and create with me on the next project. If you want to see more Trash to Treasures, hit that like button.
So we just heard in that last clip that when we filmed that video not that long ago, we were at 9,000 subscribers and how excited we were. And we just are about to hit 135,000 YouTube family members.
Wow.
So we want to thank you guys for your support. We love that you guys are always cheering us on and rising us up. So thank you so much for being part of our YouTube family. I hope you had as much fun as we did reminiscing of our favorite Trash to Treasure videos. We have lots more Trash to Treasure content to come. We have found some secret dump spots and a few really neat finding spots. So don't worry, that content is not going anywhere. We love you guys. Thanks so much, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.